CIET NCERT presents audiobook Khel Yatra, textbook of physical education and well-being for grade 8.
Page 167, Unit 6, Yoga. On the top left corner of the page, there is a QR code. You can scan the QR code for additional resources of this chapter. The left image is of a child with hands resting on their lap, one placed over other. The right side image is of a child with hand resting on abdomen while the other hand is on the lap, with the tip of index finger and thumb touching each other. Yoga. Yoga is a journey of self-discovery that balances our body, mind, and inner self. This holistic approach nurtures our physical, mental, emotional, intellectual, and spiritual well-being. Furthermore, the practice of yoga strengthens us from within and cultivates determination, inner strength, and courage. In grade 8, we will explore how yoga helps us find inner peace and gain a deeper understanding of ourselves. We will also explore the philosophical roots of yoga, understanding its ancient wisdom and how it remains relevant in our modern lives. Let us prepare to embark on this beautiful journey that will transform us into healthy, happy, and peaceful individuals. Page 168. About yoga. Yoga is more than just stretching and bending. It is an ancient science that guides us towards a harmonious life. It teaches us how to cultivate a natural balance among the body, mind, and emotions. This inner harmony is inspired by nature's perfect balance, just as it harmonizes day and night or the changing seasons. The Bhagavad Gita defines yoga as Samatvam Yoga Uchyate 2.48 in bracket, meaning yoga is a state of balance. The key to achieving this state is to focus on the present moment and enjoying what is happening right now, rather than dwelling on the past or anticipating the future. This practice naturally reduces stress and brings freedom from desires. Furthermore, it helps us mindfully connect with the world while teaching us to be kind, compassionate, and understanding towards others' feelings. Let us now turn our attention to the yoga practices that further deepen our connection to the present moment. Do you remember those amazing yoga poses we learnt in grade 7, like the graceful Marjyasana and the energizing Surya Namaskara? We explored the concept of Panchkosha to gain a deeper understanding of the different layers of the self. We even mastered some challenging poses like the Utkat Asana, Sarvag Asana, Dhanurasana, and the Matsasyasana. We also learned to regulate our breath with Bhastrika Pranayam and discovered the benefits of Hasta Mudra. Now let us continue this fascinating journey by deepening our understanding and learning a few more practices. In this grade, we will explore how yoga can support us, particularly as we navigate changes and learn to manage our emotions. We will explore Yam and Niyam and learn how to apply them in our daily lives. We will also learn Sushma Vyayam, Sthula Vyayam, Surya Namaskar, Asana, page 169, Yoga postures written in bracket, relaxation techniques, Hasta Mudras, hand gestures written in bracket, Satkarma, cleansing practices written in bracket, Pranayama, breathing exercises written in bracket, Pratyahara, learning to control our senses written in bracket, Dharana, focusing our mind, Dhyana, meditation written in bracket, and Krida Yoga, yoga games written in bracket. These practices will help us concentrate, manage distractions, and find inner peace in the present moment. Yoga session structure for teachers. To begin the yoga session, recite the following prayer. This opening prayer is a special way to express gratitude to Maharishi Patanjali for his teachings that promote a healthy mind, clear speech, and a healthy body. General instructions to begin and end a yoga session. Point 1. Sit comfortably in Sukhasana with the spine upright. Point 2. Close your eyes, relax the facial muscles, and bring awareness to the breath. Point 3. Place the hands in Chin Mudra and observe the natural rhythm of the breath for a few moments. Point 4. Then take a deep, slow breath in. As the breath is released, gently chant Om. Point 5. Bring the hands to Namaskar Mudra and chant the following prayer. Point 6. Notice any changes or sensations that arise after chanting. Point 7. Rub the palms together softly. Place them over the closed eyes and gently open the eyes into the warmth of the hands. Page 170. Opening prayer. Yogen chitasya paden vacham malam sharirasya cha veddiken yopa karottam pravaram muninam patanjalim pranjali ranto asmi. Meaning of the prayer. I bow with folded hands to the great Maharishi Patanjali who removes the impurity of the mind through yoga, Yoga Sutra written in bracket, the impurities of speech through grammar, Vyakarana written in bracket, and the impurities of the body through medicine, Ayurveda written in bracket. After the opening prayer, follow the session plan for various yogic activities. These activities include Yam and Niyam, Sushma Vyayam, Sthili Karana Vyayam, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, relaxation, Dharana, Dhyana, and Krida Yoga. End each yoga session with the closing prayer given below. This prayer helps students absorb knowledge and reinforces the day's learning in a positive and joyful way. Closing prayer. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayah, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukbhag Bhavet. Om Shantihi Shantihi Shantihi. Meaning of the prayer. May all be happy, may all be free from illness, may all see what is auspicious, may no one suffer, let there be peace everywhere. Page 171. Chapter 1. Yoga for Daily Life. Yoga, with its rich and vast history, has been practiced for thousands of years. Over time, various masters documented their techniques and experiences in ancient yoga texts. These texts are more than just books, they are treasured chests holding the profound wisdom of yoga masters. This wisdom, passed down through generations, illuminates the path of yoga, offering guidance on ethical living, physical postures, breath regulation, and mental discipline. Some of the most important yoga texts are: Point 1. Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Maharishi Patanjali's Yoga Sutra is the initial systematic text of Yoga Sadhana. It has 4 pada, chapters written in bracket, and contains 195 short, concise, and powerful statements that guide us on the path of yoga. These sutras teach us various important concepts such as Ashtanga Yoga. Point 2. Hat Pradipika. This text discusses the practical aspects of yoga and is divided into 4 chapters. Swami Swatmarama is the author of this text. It explains how to practice asana, shatkarma, 6 cleansing techniques in bracket, pranayama, mudra, bandha, neuromuscular or energy locks, muscle contractions that facilitate energy flow written in bracket, and samadhi. Point 3. Gheranda Samhita. The Gheranda Samhita, written by Rishi Gheranda, is a practical guide to yoga comprising 7 chapters. It teaches Saptang Yoga, a step-by-step method that begins with body exercises and leads to inner understanding. It talks about Shatkarma, Asana, Mudra, Pratyahara, Pranayama, Dhyana, and Samadhi. Page 172. The Bhagavad Gita, an ancient scripture, shares deep wisdom about yoga, with Sri Krishna guiding Arjuna through various parts of yoga across 18 chapters. Similarly, the Yoga Vashishta, a revered text, features sage Vashishta illuminating Sri Ram on yogic principle for understanding life and finding inner peace. Both these texts, along with Maharishi Patanjali's structured Yoga Sutra and the practical guidance found in the Hat Pradipika and Giranda Samhita, offer valuable insights into the core ideas and teachings of yoga from different periods of ancient Indian history. These texts emphasize that yoga is much more than just physical postures, it is a holistic way of living. By understanding and applying their teachings, we can enhance our physical and mental well being, learn to live with integrity and mindfulness, become better individuals, and contribute positively to society. Activity 1. Write a few sentences in your own words on the text given in boxes. Name your favorite sacred text or philosophical scripture in the box below. There is a box with 3 columns and 2 rows. Column 1 is for serial number. Column 2 is having a picture of a text. In front row, there is the picture of Hat Yog Pradipika. In the second row, there is a picture of Patanjali Yog Sutras. Third column is blank for you to fill. Page 173. The box is continued on this page. Third row is having the picture of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, latest edition. Fourth row is blank and the third column of both the rows is blank for you to fill. Activity 2. Find your yoga treasure. 1. Try to find a quote or explanation about yoga that inspires you. This could be a saying from the Yoga Sutras, a verse from the Bhagavad Gita, or any other spiritual text or words from a great person. 2. Write down what the quote or explanation means to you in a few sentences. 3. Share your favorite quote or its meaning with your classmates or family members. 4. Now let us create a yoga quote collage. Collect your favorite inspiring quotes about yoga and arrange them into a visual display. Notes for the teacher. Point 1. Help the children understand the teachings by inviting them to share their thoughts and engage in open discussions. Point 2. Motivate them to practice the principles of yoga in their daily lives, such as compassion, discipline, and honesty. Having explored the ancient texts, let us now learn about their practical application through the practice of Yam and Niyam. Page 174. Yam and Niyam. Yam. As we all know, Ashtanga Yoga consists of 8 limbs, the first of which is Yam. Yamas are universal guidelines for being good that everyone, everywhere, at any time should try to follow, regardless of their religion or region. Yama's principles helps us become good citizens who care for others. Patanjali's Yoga Sutras explain these disciplines as follows. Ahimsa, Satya, Asetya, Brahmacharya, Aparigraha, Yamaha. Yama consists of 5 principles. Ahimsa, non-violence, written in bracket. Satya, truthfulness, written in bracket. Asetya, non-stealing, written in bracket. Brahmacharya, moderation, written in bracket. And Aparigraha, non-possessiveness, written in bracket. By practicing these yamas, we can create a peaceful and harmonious society where everyone feels valued and respected. Activity 3. Understanding the yamas. 1. Choose any one yama and explain it in your own words with the help of an example. How would you practice it in your day-to-day life? You can also draw a simple picture to illustrate it. 2. Discuss in the group how the yamas can help us become responsible citizens. Activity 4. Yamas in action. Imagine the following situations. For each situation, write down how you would act and explain why. Point 1. a friend is spreading false rumors about you to other classmates. Point 2. You find a lost wallet with money at the school playground. Page 175. Point 3. You want to buy a new expensive item such as a mobile even though your old item is still working. Point 4. You go to the fair and spot your favorite ice cream. You want to buy it even though you are suffering from a cold. Now create one situation related to the above yamas. Notes for the teacher. Point 1. Encourage students to relate the yamas to their experiences. Point 2. Facilitate a class discussion following the activity, allowing students to share their answers and perspectives. Point 3. Emphasize that even small actions can make a difference. Now, let us explore yogic concepts for cultivating ourselves into better individuals. Niyam. Through yamas, we learn to interact with the world in a kind and honest manner. Niyamas help us focus on our inner self. Maharishi Patanjali provides us with 5 niyamas, personal guidelines that helps us lead a joyful and fulfilling life. The 5 niyamas are Shauch, cleanliness written in bracket, Santosh, contentment written in bracket, Tapas, self-discipline written in bracket, Swadhyay, self-study written in bracket, and Ishvara Pranidhana, surrender to the divine written in bracket. Niyama teaches us to look within rather than focusing solely on what is happening around us. Shaucha Santosha Tapaha Swadhyaya Ishvara Pranidharani Niyamaha. 1. Shaucha. Cleanliness written in bracket. Shaucha means physical and mental purity. We can practice it by keeping the body clean, eating a healthy diet, and exercising regularly. For mental purity, we can chant the mantras, japa in bracket, perform selfless service, and cultivate cheerfulness and compassion for others. Page 176. 2. Santosha. Contentment written in bracket. Santosha means finding joy and peace. It teaches us that true happiness is not just about having more things, but instead it is about appreciating what you already have in your life. When we practice Santosha, we feel calm and at ease. We can also cultivate a deeper sense of contentment by appreciating the good in others, being kind to everyone, finding joy in giving, and learning to forgive. This does not mean we ignore our potential to grow. Instead, it is about truly enjoying what we have, even with its limitations, much like a child who finds pure happiness in small, simple things. 3. Tapas. Self-discipline written in bracket. Tapas means self-discipline, dedication, and determination. Cultivating tapas empowers us with the inner strength to pursue our goals and navigate life's challenges diligently. It is the willpower that enables us to remain disciplined in our actions, stay consistent in our efforts, and even willingly set aside immediate comforts for the sake of achieving a larger objective. 4th, Swadhyay, self-study written in bracket. Swadhyay means self-study, which helps us develop self-discipline. We can understand ourselves better through activities like reading, meditation, and self-reflection. Even when we do any task with focus and effort, we learn more about ourselves. Additionally, gaining knowledge through books and experienced persons enriches your understanding and makes life easier and happier. 5. Ishwar Pranidhana, surrender to the divine in bracket. Ishwar Pranidhana means completely surrendering to a higher power. By regularly engaging in self-study, we grow in self-awareness, which in turn can lead us to develop a deep trust in this higher power. We can nurture this profound devotion by practicing bhakti, such as through prayer and by reading inspiring devotional texts. This dedicated practice, page 177, has the power to transform our entire being, preparing us to understand and live a life of higher purpose. Activity 5. Let us understand and apply the 5 niyamas in our daily lives. For each niyamas, explain how it helps you live a better life by using the questions. 1. Choose just one of the 5 niyamas that you want to focus on for a short while. 2. Instead of a big goal, think of one small simple wish related to that niyam. If you choose being more organized, your small wish could be, I want to feel happy with whatever I already have. 3. How will you know if you are making your small wish come true? 4. Is your small wish something you can really do? 5. Why would making this small wish come true be a good thing for you? 6. How long do you hope to make this small wish happen? Shaucha, physical and mental purity. Let us learn more about Shauch. Shauch refers not only to the physical cleanliness of the body but also to the mental purity of the mind. To maintain mental purity or health, let us explore and understand the Arisa Dwargas, which are like enemies of the mind. The Arisa Dwargas are 6 negative forces that can disturb our minds. They are Arisa Dwarga's 6 major enemies of the mind: desire, kama in bracket, anger, krodha in bracket, greed, lobha in bracket, attachment, moha in bracket, arrogance, mada in bracket, jealousy, matsarya in bracket. Think of your mind as a calm, clear pond. Shaucha means keeping this mental pond clean and free from any dirt. When the pond is clear, you can see everything within it beautifully. But if it gets dirty, everything becomes blurry and hard to see. Page 178. Let us read a story to gain a deeper understanding of how to keep our mental pond pure and clear. The story of Anjali and the clear pond. Anjali, a young teenager, often found solace in observing the village pond. Its usual state of pristine clarity, mirroring the expansive sky, and evoke a sense of tranquility and joy within her. The pond's transparency allowed her to witness the vibrant life beneath the surface, where she observed the fish in their natural habitat. However, the pond's condition was not always peaceful. Following turbulent weather or instances of pollution, the water would become murky and disturbed. This transformation saddened Anjali as the loss of the clear reflection obscured the pond's beauty, concealed its inhabitants, and created an overall sense of disorder. One day, Anjali's grandmother used the pond as an example to explain the nature of the human mind. She explained that when our thoughts are pure and untainted, shaucha, we. On the bottom of the page, there is a picture of a child sitting on ground with knees bent and legs folded. One hand is on the stone nearby and the other hand is on the lap. And in front of the child there is a pond with few plants in it. In the background there is sky with sun and a house and a tree is behind. Page 179. On the top of the page there is an image of 2 people sitting together. An older woman wearing glasses and sari sits beside a young girl with braided hair, wearing salwar kameez. Both are barefoot. The young girl has her hand on the hand of the old woman placed on the knees of the older woman. The background is a rural setting with houses, sun in the sky, and with clouds nearby. Experience a state of mental clarity and emotional well-being, much like the pond in its clear state. We can perceive situations and emotions with accuracy and achieve inner peace. However, negative emotions such as envy, anger, greed, attachment, and sadness acts like pollutants, clouding our minds and distorting our perceptions. Anjali understood the analogy and began to apply the principle of purity or shauch to her mental state. When she experienced feelings of superiority or a desire to be the best, she reminded herself of the unique strengths and talents inherent in every individual. When confronted with anger towards her brother, she practiced mindful breathing and sought to understand his perspective. She discovered that by maintaining a clear and uncluttered mind, she was able to experience greater peace, improved focus, and healthier relationships. She recognized that cultivating inner purity was essential for a fulfilling and balanced life. Page 180. Activity 6. 1. Look at the messy thought bubble and clear thought bubble and write your messy thoughts in the speech bubble in simple words. For example, I want more toys, wanting too much, getting angry easily, feeling jealous. 2. In the clear thought bubble, write down the clear thought or the way you want to deal with the messy thoughts in simple words. For example, it is okay to want things, but I have what I need. Remind yourself to be grateful for what you have. Take 3 deep breaths before reacting. Focus on enjoying what you have right now. Congratulate your friend genuinely and focus on your own strengths. At the center of the page, there are 2 pictures. On the left side, there is a picture of a child in a confused state with hand on chin. Messy thoughts is written nearby with a speech bubble having messy thoughts. On the right side, there is a picture of a child in happy state. Clear thoughts is written nearby and speech bubble is blank. 3. Draw lines connecting each messy thought bubble to a clear thought bubble that could help deal with it. 4. If your mind feels like a garden with messy weeds, what is one small thing you can do today to start taking care of it? Just as Anjali learned to keep her mental pond clear, the Yam and Niyam principles guide us in living a clean and pure life, both in our actions and thoughts. By following these guidelines, we can keep the waters of our minds calm and clear, leading to inner peace and a better understanding of ourselves and the world around us.
Khel Yatra. You are just listening to the textbook of physical education and well-being for grade 8. Narration Swati Verma. Sound recordist Prasoon Kumar. Assistance in production Arshad Ahmed. Directed and produced by Vimalesh Chaudhary. This audiobook is brought to you by CIET NCERT, New Delhi, India.